Hi, sis. How are you? Do you have a moment right now?
Dorothy? It's been a while since we last talked. I'm okay. Hope you're well too. Yes, I have some time. What's up?
I'm doing well as usual. I assume you're free as always. Your speedy text replies never cease to amaze me. You do realize most people are at work during this time? Not everyone is on their phone all day like you.
Maybe I respond quickly out of politeness. Did you actually text me just to tease me? If that's the case, I'll just ignore you. I'm too busy for this nonsense. I'm swamped with work right now. I'm muting your notifications if you have nothing substantial to discuss.
Hold on, are you serious? You're joking, right? No way someone like you is actually working. Or did you have a change of heart and finally decide to get a job? Shocking that you managed to land a job after being unemployed for so long.
When was I ever unemployed? Stop fabricating things. You love poking fun at me by claiming I'm jobless, but that's simply untrue. I've explained this countless times. I primarily work from home using my laptop. That's why I'm in my room most of the day.
Fine, whatever. Why should I believe you? That's the classic excuse all unemployed people use. I bet you spend your day watching Netflix and playing games on your phone. Prove to me you're actually working.
No need to prove anything to you. Why can't you accept the fact that some people work from home these days? It's quite common, especially due to the recent pandemic. Many companies encourage remote work when possible.
Oh, because you can't prove it. You never tell me what your work entails. How am I supposed to buy into the idea that you can work with just a laptop?
I've already told you about my job. I work as a freelancer, taking on various tasks for clients. I've mentioned this before, haven't I? My work primarily involves writing articles.
What topics do you write about? You just run a blog or Instagram, right? Is that even a legitimate job? I can't see how you make money solely from writing articles. Sounds more like a hobby. Everyone would do it if it were a profitable venture.
How many times do we need to go over this? How about actually listening to what I say? You're aware listening is a crucial skill, right?
Be quiet. You shouldn't be speaking to me that way. Anyway, if making money while staying home was feasible, everyone would be doing it. Regular working folks go out and commute to their jobs. But you wouldn't know, never having had a real job.
Who are you to talk like a model employee? Haven't you messed up at all the companies you've worked for? How many times have you been let go again?
Excuse me? Who do you think you are, speaking to me like that? You've always been unemployed. Sure, I've switched jobs, but unlike you, I have an actual job. I commute daily and complete tasks as assigned. I don't lie, claiming to work from home. While you're just too embarrassed to admit you're unemployed.
Enough already. I'm done conversing with you. This is going nowhere, so I'm getting back to work. I'm swamped and don't need distractions like you. If you have nothing more to say, I'm putting my phone down and ignoring you.
This conversation took this turn because you lied to me. You're the one who distracted me. Anyway, enough about that. I actually have something important to share.
Something significant? What is it?
I'm finally getting married. The wedding will be happening soon.
Well, this is unexpected news. I'm genuinely thrilled for you. Congratulations. Is it your boyfriend you were living with?
Yes, I'm marrying him. I've already informed Mom and Dad, and they were overjoyed. I thought it was only right to tell you too, given that you're my sister.
Actually, Mom mentioned she had something to discuss earlier. I assume this is what she wanted to talk about. Thanks for sharing this with me.
No worries. That's all I wanted to discuss with you.
All right, good to hear from you. Farewell then.
Hey, are you free right now? If you're awake, can you reply to me? There's something urgent I need to ask you.
Why would I be sleeping at this time on a weekday? It's almost lunchtime already. Are you implying that I'm unemployed or something? Are we going to have this conversation again?
Now you understand what I want to say without me having to tell you. That's pretty funny. Anyway, there's something I need to ask you to do. I'm really sorry it's so sudden. But could you consider moving out of our parents' house?
What did you just say? You want me to move out? Why should I have to do that?
I need you to move out as soon as possible. The sooner you can leave, the better it is for me.
I'm sorry, but I don't quite understand why you're asking me this. Why do I have to leave? Where am I supposed to go? Are you telling me that you're moving back in once you get married or something?
No, we're definitely not doing that. We're going to continue living together. We have no plans to move back into our parents' place. It would get too crowded.
Well then, why do I have to leave? Would you at least tell me why? I won't consider it until you explain.
This is for the sake of my marriage. If you don't move out, my marriage might not even happen. I'm afraid he might break off our engagement at this rate.
What do you mean by that? Please connect the dots for me.
Yeah, kind of. I told George about you the other day. When I talked to him about you, he seemed really disgusted by what he heard.
Disgusted. Wait, hold on a second. How did you describe me to him?
I told him that you were a 35-year-old living in our parents' home. And that you've always been unemployed.
You called me a parasite and lied that I'm unemployed? No wonder he looked disgusted. Stop spreading false rumors about me.
What are you talking about? That's 100% the truth. After I told him about you, he looked really disappointed. And told me that we would probably have to start looking after you one day. He said he didn't want to have baggage like you in his life. It would be like paying for an overgrown child. So, yeah, that's what's happening right now. It's really not looking good.
Of course he's going to be worried if his future sister-in-law is portrayed like that. You lied and exaggerated everything. You made me sound like a monster.
I think everyone agrees with how I described you. You might not notice, but that's what you look like from the outside. You're the only one who doesn't agree with my description. Also, you know that our family and his family are having dinner together tomorrow night? We're planning to introduce everyone. He told me that he doesn't want you to attend. I agree with him because you're the embarrassment of our family.
Are you serious? You must really dislike me. Things have already gotten out of control. I never even knew about that dinner in the first place.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about it. There was no way I could invite an unemployed person to the dinner. Like I said, you're the embarrassment of our family. That's why I kept it from you. Don't even think about coming.
I really can't believe this. You've ruined my reputation with all your lies. I don't even want to attend a dinner like that anyway.
Well, that's your own fault. All I'm doing is telling the truth. This is the first time I'm meeting some of his family. And I can't have you there ruining my reputation.
I really don't care about the dinner. So you guys go ahead and enjoy yourselves. One thing though. I am not a parasite. I don't plan on depending on you guys in the future either. Please make sure that you correct the false image you've created of me.
How many times do I have to tell you that you're wrong? Try listening to what I say for once. I really can't believe any words that come out of your mouth. I just can't believe that you're disrupting my marriage as well now. How much trouble do you plan on causing me? Please move out of the house. Also, I want you to cut all ties with me and the rest of our family. You're a disgrace to our family, and no one wants you here.
Fine, that's enough already. I'm tired of all this. I get what you want me to do now. I don't even want a family if I'm going to be treated like this.
At least we finally agree on something. Are you saying that you're going to move out?
Yes, I'll move out. I don't want any connection with you at all.
Yes. Finally. I don't have to worry about you being my sister anymore. That was definitely the biggest cause of stress in my life. I'm so happy, thank you so much. My entire body feels a little lighter already. I told you to move out as soon as possible. But I guess I'll give you some time because I'm generous like that. Can you move out by the end of the month? That should give you some time to find a new place, right?
Fine. I'll move out by the end of the month. I'll try to do it as soon as possible. Just one thing. Make sure that you take responsibility for what you just told me to do, okay?
What are you talking about?
You told me to cut ties with you and the rest of our family. You're also kicking me out of the house for a pathetic reason. Make sure that you deal with what happens from now on. I won't come back even if you apologize to me.
Deal with what? Nothing will happen just because you left. Why are you making it such a big deal? You know that mom and dad will be happier and more relaxed after you move out.
Well, I think they'll be fine since they're receiving their pension every month. I guess you'll find out the rest for yourself. I'm going to start getting my belongings together and preparing to move out. Please never contact me again. I don't want to talk to you or see you ever again.
Sure thing. I feel the same way, so don't worry about it. Although I do really appreciate you doing this for me. I can finally get married to him now that nothing else is in the way of our marriage. Hey, where are you?
I thought I told you not to contact me again. I'm busy and have nothing to say to you. Goodbye.
Wait, don't be like that. I have something to tell you. I came all the way home to our parents' house. Because I found some apartments that you might want to move into.
Why would you do that? What kind of apartments are they?
They're all really old, and the rent is less than $250 a month. I also made a list of all the cheap supermarkets in the area where you can shop for groceries.
Wow, you're being kind all of a sudden.
It's because I felt bad for what I'm making you do. Still, I want you to move out as fast as possible. So hurry up and pack up your belongings. Make sure you're ready to cut ties with all of us.
Hey, let me ask you something. Did you really not notice? Even at dinner, did you not realize?
What are you talking about? Notice what? The dinner we had went smoothly, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you really didn't notice. Have you not talked to mom and dad recently? Did you not speak to them at all at dinner?
I guess I haven't spoken to them over the last few days. Why are you asking me that? Now that I think of it, they seemed a little quiet even when I talked to them.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. They're both really mad at you, FYI.
What did you just say? Why would they be angry at me? I didn't do anything to upset them. Anyway, why would you know if they're mad at me or not?
I know because they told me directly. The reason why they're so mad at you is that I've already finished moving out.
Wait, what? You've managed to move out already?
Actually, I didn't move out, to be precise. I just came back to my condo in town. This is my actual home, I guess.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? I really don't understand what you're saying. Since when did you have your own place?
For a while now. I bought this condo so that I could use it as both my home and my office when I'm working from my laptop. After living by myself for a while, I got a little lonely. And I went back to live at our parents' house.
That can't be true. You're lying to me. After graduating from university, you worked at the same company for 5 years and then you quit. After you quit, you've been staying inside your room at our parents' house as an unemployed parasite.
Are you stupid? I didn't quit to be unemployed. I quit my job so that I could start up my own business. Also, you moved out of the house around the time I quit my first job. How did you know that I was just sitting around in my room all day? You just assumed that, right?
I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I just thought that's what you were doing.
The only reason you thought I was doing that was that I explained that I was working from home, right? I'm not sure if you were jealous of me for that. But you suddenly started acting arrogantly and started looking down on me. That's when you started to say that working from home was just another way to say unemployed.
So you're telling me that you were actually working this entire time?
Yeah, I was working as a freelancer this entire time. Recently, I've been getting a lot of job and project offers, actually.
I had no idea that you were really working.
Well, it's pretty good timing for me to move out anyway. My work was getting really busy. And I was struggling to find time to do the housework as well. Now that I'm going back to my own place, I can focus more on my job.
What did you do with your own place while you lived at our parents' place?
I had a housekeeper who would go and clean the place every month or so. I'm actually a little thankful that you're making me cut ties with you all. It's going to be a great opportunity for me to become more independent. I can also focus on my happiness more, I hope.
Wait, I didn't know about any of this. I take back everything that I said and did to you. I'll also tell George that I was wrong about you. And tell him to forget everything that I said. I'll even apologize to Mom and Dad that there was a huge misunderstanding between us.
Oh yeah, you don't need to worry about any of that anymore. And I'd recommend talking to him instead of texting me. I'm sure that what he has to say is pretty important.
Wait, what? What would he want to say to me? My sincere apologies for my actions, sis.
So, it seems you've come to understand the situation. What did he discuss with you?
He conveyed his intention to terminate our engagement. Marrying me is off the table.
Yes, I had anticipated this outcome. I received a message from Mr. Price earlier about it.
So, it was you. How do you know his father? Where did you two even meet? You should have informed me.
I wasn't aware of it until yesterday, which is why I didn't mention it. It caught me by surprise. Quite the coincidence, really.
You only found out yesterday?
Indeed, I had a meeting with a company I was working for. During our conversation, we stumbled upon this information.
How did that topic even come up? Weren't you there for work? Were you discussing your personal life unprofessionally?
No, it wasn't like that at all. Mr. Price initiated the mention of you during our talk. He seemed to have looked into your job history and wasn't impressed. He expressed disappointment about his son marrying someone like you. He had accepted the marriage due to my successful career, thinking you could learn from me.
So you're saying his approval was based on you? Are you really that successful?
As much as I dislike admitting it, yes. My work for his company has been a significant success. His company holds me in high regard, leading to more job offers. My reputation is expanding across companies due to my achievements. Quite impressive, isn't it?
You're a freelance writer, right? I heard about your job from our parents. I'm sorry for what I said. I genuinely wasn't aware of your profession.
Apologies are a bit too late now. Mr. Price mentioned how he wished I'd been at the recent family dinner. He was disappointed that I was absent and I made up an excuse about feeling unwell. Then, George showed up while we were talking.
Hold on, why was he there?
It was for personal reasons, merely coincidental. We were all taken aback by the surprising connections.
What was his reaction upon realizing who you were?
Upon learning I wasn't unemployed, George started apologizing to me. He clarified to his father why I missed the dinner, dispelling any misconceptions. Your intention wasn't to exclude me due to embarrassment, right?
Absolutely not. It was all a misunderstanding.
His anger flared when he knew the truth. He didn't want a daughter-in-law who'd act in such a manner. Hence, it's not surprising the engagement fell apart.
I'm deeply sorry for my past words. Can you forgive me? I promise to heed your advice from now on. Can you help me mend things, please? I want to salvage the marriage.
Though I'd like to assist, you told me to sever ties, so I can't aid you.
I take back the notion of cutting ties. I was wrong, and I apologize. Even mom and dad are avoiding me due to my actions. They claim I disrupted your work.
Forgiveness isn't on my agenda, so. I've explained my job many times, but you never listened. Instead, you assumed and mocked me. Worst of all, you spread baseless rumors about me. If you kept it to yourself, I wouldn't mind. But damaging my reputation with others, that's unforgivable. I can't fathom why you resisted understanding me.
Admittedly, I was stubborn. I apologize. I implore you, please help me. We're siblings, after all.
In a movie, this is where I'd forgive and we'd embrace tearfully. But this is reality, that won't happen. Did you truly believe I'd forgive after all you've done?
You won't forgive me? I've apologized sincerely.
I'm aware you're spreading on Instagram that our engagement ended due to me. You even posted my photo, and it's being widely shared.
How do you know about that?
Of course, I know. It's damaging my reputation and my work. I'll take action against it. You're no longer family, so I won't go easy.
What are you saying? I'm your little sister, right? We grew up together.
You were the one who declared we're not family. You wanted to cut ties. You're a stranger causing trouble for my business. So, I'll ensure you face consequences for your actions. After our last conversation, she promptly attempted to delete the Instagram posts she had made about me. Unfortunately, the post had gained significant attention, and some other individuals had shared it. It had spiraled out of control, making it impossible for her to erase all the evidence completely. Consequently, I made the decision to hire a lawyer and take legal action against her for damaging my reputation, which had a negative impact on my job. In the end, I won the case, and she ended up owing me a substantial amount of money. Currently, she's working tirelessly to repay the debt by juggling multiple jobs. Initially, I had doubts about suing a family member. But when I recalled everything she had put me through, I knew it was the right choice. She had spread false rumors about me, labeling me as a parasite and unemployed, despite my numerous explanations to the contrary. She never showed any inclination to apologize until things started going downhill for her. So I decided not to be lenient. I hope she experiences the hardship of struggling to repay all the money she owes me. It's precisely what she deserves. I suppose I had been harboring a lot of pent-up frustration towards her without realizing it. And it feels liberating to finally seek some justice.